Now to author, columnist and leftist feminist Jane Caro, who, as you know, is a candidate for the Senate at the federal election. She's running on a Reason Party ticket, and when I say reason, I mean in name only, judging by what she's been putting on her TikTok account.
I'm not shocked, but I am horrified because our neediest children, the children who come from families with the least, are the children who need the most resources behind their education for obvious reasons so they can reach their potential and be contributing citizens in the future. It is fiscally irresponsible to keep pouring money. I mean, this is just, it's stupid, quite apart from morally bereft.
I could have run that in Lefties Losing It later in this segment, but please, Caro, spare us the hyperbole. This self-styled public school advocate detests private schools, but you're kidding yourself if you believe this is about equality. As with many, a social justice warrior, her brand of atheism wants to eliminate the competitors. Private schools are pawns in her culture war. Take this, for example.
Without those private schools, those churches would be virtually irrelevant. Or they would certainly have to reinvent themselves in a major way to be relevant. What they've found in Australia is a brilliant way of becoming associated with the ruling class.
Ironically, though, this atheist is fond of doomsday prophecies.
Hello, I'm Jane Caro. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's struggling with the aftermath of the floods, really against a deluge, a biblical deluge, appalling. We really can't keep ignoring climate change. We really can't pretend that it's not happening and that it's not serious.
Of course we can ignore climate change and pretend it's not happening. Check out Jane Caro at the Qantas first class lounge. Off on an intrepid adventure to Egypt and Jordan, she tweets. Or this, you really know when you are travelling too much, when even the lovely guy in the Qantas lounge raises his eyebrow at you and says, "Back so soon?" And as the Daily Telegraph reported last year, Caro has a 2016 Land Cruiser VX, which emits 309 grams of carbon per kilometre, 4 times what is considered economical, my. But enough of that hypocrisy. Where does Caro think taxpayer money should be going?
And there are some egregious little cuts. A 20% cut to support for the arts. People in the arts took a huge income hit right through the pandemic, and yet what did we rely on to get us through the lockdowns? Why? People in the arts.
Excuse me, the arts got us through the lockdown? This is just silly, as was this claim about gender equality.
Why do we have to be better than you or earn our place when you never did? Why do we have to be well behaved?
Can I just remind Jane Caro that she was admitted to the Order of Australia in 2019 despite her disgraceful drunken outburst on election night when she tweeted this: "Well, Australia may be effed and the whole planet not far behind, but I am at the best, most brilliant and cool wedding I've ever been to, so I shall just dance and get pissed and stick 2 root fingers up at all the truculent turds who voted to turn backwards." That's what she thinks of her fellow countrymen. And yet she still claims she's better than men, but has to be well behaved because she's a lady. Talk about disingenuous drivel. Surely no one would believe it.
Today, we're interviewing someone whom I have admired for many years. Someone who has also been influential in my work as a teacher, educator, and now a researcher in the field of justice education. Jane Caro is somebody who has changed the landscape in terms of providing a voice.
That's just what Australia needs, Jane Caro in the upper house. At least she'll provide plenty of unintentional comedy.